I want to thank you guys for staying on my channel, liking my videos. I'm going to get more videos out, okay? I've been really busy. I want to thank you guys also for the people that donated to Lizzie and Matthew, okay? Remember Lizzie and Matthew? They were at the campsite and I was led to them by a grandfather and a grandmother. I spoke with them. They got donations and I truly appreciate it. I will be back there to see them. Me and a bunch of friends are collecting things for them. It's kind of far from where I'm at, but I told them that I would get there by at least by Saturday, next Saturday. I want to talk about something, you guys. I just watched a video on Jaguar Wright, okay? I don't know if any of you guys heard of Jaguar Wright. It's very interesting. Jaguar Wright, these glasses, my eyes, you guys. Ooh. Jaguar Wright, she was in the music industry, and I feel like she is karma, okay? A lot of us are walking karma, okay? Hey on earth. Thank you guys. I want to say, you guys, thank you for donating to Lizzie and Matthew, okay? Let me go back to Matthew and Lizzie, okay? The grandmother and grandfather would not leave me alone. They're struggling financially. And I appreciate everybody that donated to them, to Lizzie, okay, and Matthew. When I left, I continued talking to them because I was led there. When I'm led somewhere to help somebody, I help them, okay, if I can, okay. And that is what I'm going to do in this life. I'm going to leave an imprint on people, okay. That is my calling and that is my purpose, okay. And I want to say something. When you understand the true value, okay, the true value of money, okay, this life is not about money, okay. This life is about your energy. Energy is more valuable than money, right? When you open that electric magnetic field, right, is in your heart chakra, okay. Always remember that it's in your heart chakra, okay. That is our electric magnetic field, okay. We all have electric magnetic field, okay. It's only opened in the heart chakra, okay. And true currency is not the money, okay. The true currency is energy, okay. Energy that is exchanged, okay. Your energy and energy that you exchange out, you project and reflect, okay. Now I want to thank you guys for the ones that have donated to them. I have donated to them. I found out that Matthew was a diabetic, okay. So I'm going to get a whole bunch of orange juice, and me and a couple of friends are getting like a care package for them, right? When I'm led to people, I'm led to people, right? And wherever I go in this life, I want to leave an imprint, right? I want people to remember the good that I've done, okay? Just like my father and my mother, okay? My mother helped a lot of people. My father helped a lot of people, okay? And I didn't know until my father's death the imprint that he left on people's life, okay? My mother is continuing to leave an imprint on people's life, okay? And my parents taught me that virtue and that value, okay? So I want to thank you guys for the donations to them. Really, really, really appreciate it. I reached out to them to make sure they were okay. Okay, they're really young. Matthew was in the foster system. There was a lot of abuse, neglect, and to this day it continues. Okay, his father is collecting his check. Okay, I don't even know how he's doing that, but he is. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Jaguar Wright, okay. Jaguar Wright was in the music industry, okay. She is the karma, okay. What she's speaking out here is the truth, okay. The truth, real truth, okay. So Jaguar Wright talks about Sidney Poitier, okay, and Sam Cooke, okay. You guys remember Sam Cooke, okay. Sam Cooke had talent. These people have real talent out here, okay. Sidney Poitier was in the music industry. He's from the islands, and he came to America, right? Um, and he forgot where he came from. Okay, he got here, he got money. Okay, um, and fame. Hold on, let me put this right here, you guys. He got money and fame, right? But he forgot where he came from. Okay, never forget where you come from. Okay, he came from poverty. Okay. Now, I want to say something. She talks about Sidney Poitier, and it's interesting because she says that Sidney Poitier was like R. Kelly, like P. Diddy Combs, like many others, okay? She's speaking the truth. She is the walking karma. Somebody asked me if she's a time traveler. No, she's not. There is time travelers out here, but she's walking karma. And you have to be grounded spiritually, mentally, and physically before you come into money, okay? And you have to be humble, because when you get money, a lot of people get money, they come into fame, and they're not grounded, okay? You have to be grounded and rooted, okay? To understand the even value of money, because money doesn't have no value. Energy has value, okay? Money has money as far as paying bills, sustaining yourself, but that's only on the physical, okay? It's not on the spiritual, okay? It's only on the physical, okay? So energy is more tangible, more important than money, okay? Now, I got my cards here. Now, she talks about Sidney Poitier. It's interesting because Sidney Poitier is a famous actor and a magician. Magician. He's a magician, if you want to think of it, because you have people that do witchcraft, okay? So I see him as the magician, okay? To get to where he had to do things, okay? And she talks about how when he would come to a party, the celebrities knew that they were watching, okay? What she meant by that is the powers to be were watching. Yes, he sang that song, day, oh, daylight coming, me wanna go home. Okay, day, oh, daylight coming, me wanna go home. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card on Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier is like would have been my father's age or my grandfather's age. Okay, I feel like I know what she was saying. She was saying that he was the magician, okay? He was like P. Diddy Combs, R. Kelly, and Clyde Davis, and many others, okay? You guys understand the industry, there is trafficking, okay? Pimps. They're pimps, okay? He wouldn't have got to where he was. He wouldn't have got to where he was. Because she also talks about, what's her name? Kitty, okay? The Betty Boop, the real Betty Boop, okay? So he wouldn't have got where he was unless he did not do things to get to where he was, okay? And she says how he was in love with Kitty. Okay, I watched a video on Kitty. Kitty's very interesting. But one of the famous songs that I always remember is day, yo, daylight coming, me wanna go home. Daylight coming, me wanna go home. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card on Sidney Poitier. P. Diddy Combs is being charged. You gotta understand, P. Diddy Combs is, remember I said, look at Hollywood as the Beetlejuice song. Yes, look at Hollywood as like a mob. Okay, there's levels to it. So P. Diddy Combs is not even the head of the mob, if you look at it like in Hollywood, right? He's the middleman. And PDD Combs is going to be charged with escorting services. These people are billionaires, trillionaires, and he will be charged. Okay, trafficking, human trafficking, arms trafficking. Remember, I said there was a tunnel. I do see him going to an island. The island that I see him going into is Belize. Okay, Belize. I've seen it from day one. The guy that is the president of Belize or the prime minister of Belize is the one that was with him when the shooting occurred in New York. Okay, New York. This card flipped out, and it's interesting that I got the Hierophant card for Sidney Poitier. Okay, so what this shows me is this: he was a part of an institution. Normally you think of the institution with a Hierophant, a church, right? A church or a higher hierarchy, right? So the higher hierarchy would be the Illuminati, would also be the Freemasons, would also be Scientology, because I don't know how long Scientology been around, okay? And he's the magician, okay? The magician. So Sidney Poitier's role in Hollywood was not just the actor, the singer, it was also the Hierophant. So that shows me what I want to see. So it's like a wizard, okay, that would dabble into black arts, okay. That's who he was, okay. That is also who I see for many others, like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's going down. He's next, okay. Jay-Z is going down, okay. These people dabble into stuff, but it's interesting that we see them in white, right? When you look at white for the Hierophant, right, you think of purity, because that's what white stands for. If you Google the word white itself, it stands for purity, but this wasn't a kind of purity. So this also shows me that there was innocence. So Sidney Poitier took a lot of people's innocence, okay? And she also talks about Sam Cooke, all right? Sam Cooke. So this also shows me that he was married to a Jewish woman. So I feel like there's some esoteric knowledge that he was taught, okay? Now, the island way, I believe that he brought that to America, okay? I don't know if he was born in a family that practiced, they say black magic, the old way, okay? But this shows me either his wife that he married, the white woman, okay, Eartha Kitt, okay? I'm being brought to Eartha Kitt. So Eartha Kitt, Jaguar says that Eartha Kitt was his love, okay? The love of his life. Remember Eartha Kitt? She was Betty Boo, okay? At 14 years old, she was the real Betty Boo. And her dad pimped her out. She was molested and all that other stuff, okay? I don't know if Eartha Kitt is still here. I feel like she's not, okay? I'm not sure, but I feel like she's crossed over. So this shows me innocence, okay? So there was innocence taken with this Hierophant card. So this is also esoteric knowledge. So he also dabbled in esoteric knowledge, and his wife that he was married to was a Jewish woman. And she also talks about he had Sam Cooke murdered, okay? Jaguar Wright said that Sidney Poitier had Sam Cooke murdered. Remember, Sam Cooke was murdered by a prostitute. And it doesn't make sense because any woman would want to be with Sam Cooke. He was handsome. He could sing. Okay. She's telling the truth. Okay. Now I'm going to pull a card on Sam Cooke. But this is a card that I got on Sidney Poitier. Okay. And I feel like that's not even his real name. Okay. I feel like he has another birth name. This is what I'm being shown. But if you look in the back of this card, there's an institution that he belonged to, okay? And there's higher knowledge that he was actually practicing, okay? So that shows me Illuminati, Freemason, esoteric, Scientology, okay? And he belonged to this institution, okay? But when I see him as a magician, as a wizard, okay? Hey, Renee. So I want to know, um, did Cindy Poitier have Sam Cooke murdered? This video is for entertainment purposes, but we all know the truth. A lot of us out here is walking karma. This card fell. And this is interesting, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And on this Wheel of Fortune card is knowledge. Okay. If you see this, knowledge. Okay. Old knowledge. Okay. I feel like, and it shows all the signs. Okay. So I feel like, and then at the bottom of this is document, like paperwork, scrolls, right? So I feel like Sam Cooke was asked, okay, I feel like whoever owned Sam Cooke's label, okay, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Clyde Davis or some other Jewish man out here. I don't know, okay? I have nothing against Jewish people. But these record labels are running everything. They're running the show, right? So whoever had rights to Sam Cooke's music, and whoever he had a record deal with, okay, there was some decision made and Sam Cooke did not want to go in that direction. Okay, remember what Prince, Michael Jackson, many other people, they didn't own a lot of copyrights to their music. Okay, so there was some other direction that Sam Cooke wanted to go in. Okay, and it had to do with documentation. Okay, and think about like that Wheel of Fortune going around, right? The Wheel of Fortune is like that movement, right? But also not just the movement, it's also what is seen and unseen. Okay, so it was some kind of paperwork documentation. It could have been forged, okay, that I'm seeing, but he did not want to sign it. He did not want to go along with whatever they wanted him to do. Sam Cooke, okay, this is why he was murdered by the prostitute, may I say. Okay, and I feel like she is, not that I feel, she is telling the truth about him. And the reason why everybody in Hollywood knows who the, the higher people are in this higher hierarchy, okay? And rumors are spread down from generation to generation. So to me, what she's actually saying was Sidney Poitier was worse than P. Diddy Combs, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, and many others, Clyde Davis, and many others, okay? That's basically what she's saying. That I don't know if they did a documentary, but it would be interesting to see a documentary on his life because he's from the islands, okay? But he came here with nothing, okay? And that song, Day, oh, daylight coming, me wanna go home, okay? So at one point, did he want to go back home? Look at this, you guys. I can't even make this shit up. The Magician. As above, so below. Okay? Sidney Poitier was the damn magician. Didn't I tell y'all that? So he was working his magic in Hollywood. She is not lying. As above, so fucking below. And the magician is pointing below. Okay, so whatever he was doing, he was using staffs. He was using, and you have the chalice here. Okay, so whatever he was practicing in, and I got 3 cards. Okay, so I told you I kept seeing Sidney Poitier as a fucking magician. Okay, she's not lying, you guys. Jaguar Wright is not lying. She is the walking karma for a lot of people in Hollywood. Okay, affinity. You see that affinity? Okay, somebody that let me roll my window down. Somebody that this is interesting with this magician, right? Because he has a crown. So somebody crowned him as a magician, okay? As a wizard, okay? And he's wearing that red robe, okay? So this is rituals, ceremonies he would participate in, okay? And at one time, he was the freaking magician, okay? So he was performing and leading rituals, okay? Sidney Poitier. Remember I kept saying I seen him as the magician? So he would show up to the world in one way, and then in another way, he was somebody totally different. Okay? And you see that leopard? It's interesting when you see the leopard because this shows me the way they looked at him. They looked at him in high honor. Okay? High honor. And leopards, right? It's interesting that Sidney Poitier, I kept seeing him as the damn magician, and here we got is the damn magician. Okay? So he was the magician in Hollywood. So he would show up to the world as one way, but secretly he was another way. This is like P. Diddy Combs, Jay-Z, Clyde Davis, and many others. Okay? And there's a lot of blood on their hands with this red. Okay? So remember when Whitney Houston was killed in the hotel? And they were having a party, and Clyde Davis was there. The Kardashians were there. Many other people were there. So there's a lot of blood here. So this shows me a lot of blood was shed. Okay? During Sidney Poitier's time, through the whole Hollywood time. Okay? There's many actresses that passed away. Marilyn Monroe. That's a whole other video. Okay? Eartha Kitt, and many others. Okay? So this also shows me esoteric knowledge here. Okay? So I don't know if his wife dabbled in esoteric knowledge, but he definitely did. Okay? He was the magician. So he would show the world himself one way, then behind closed doors, he was somebody totally freaking different. Okay? He was performing rituals. As above, so below. As within, so without. Okay? So I got 3 cards on Sidney Poitier. Let me get the cards here. Ooh, that was crazy. And I kept seeing him as a damn magician. Okay? She is not lying. So I got the Hierophant and the Magician card. Okay, so that tells me right there that he was definitely a part of an institution, the Illuminati, Freemason, Scientology, esoteric knowledge, okay? And also his wife practiced esoteric knowledge. Jesus. This is Sidney Poitier, the magician. Okay. So let's pull card on Sam Cooke. I got the world card. So I got the Hierophant. The world card was for Sam Cooke. So I feel like there was some kind of paperwork or documentation that was forged. Now, the day Sam Cooke died, a prostitute killed him. Okay. I feel like the prostitute was sent to kill him. And I feel like she wasn't the one that really killed Sam Cooke. It was somebody else, okay? But it was made to seem like she killed him, okay? Damn. Come through. Come through, ancestors. Okay, let's get one on who caused Sam Cooke's death. Now, Sidney Poitier was one of them. But I want to see if the Hierophant card comes back out, because I don't even see the Hierophant card right now. Okay, Sam Cooke. I feel like his record label wanted him, there's forged documentation, so if they want to reinvestigate Sam Cooke's murder, The forged documentation will lead them to the people that had him murdered, which would be Sidney Poitier and many others. Now, this is interesting. I got the Queen and King of Cups, you guys. So we got the King of Cups and we got the Queen of Cups. So this was a couple. Okay. A couple passing judgment down on Sam Cooke's life. Okay. And we got the Magician. So the Magician had a role in this. And a couple. Okay. So during that time, there was a couple, but I don't know who the couple was. Okay. This is very interesting. That had Sam Cooke murdered. Okay. It was a couple. And the king is sitting on his throne. Okay. And you see behind him. Okay. So this shows me that this was a couple that had authority during Sam Cooke's time. Okay. Look at the queen. Okay. I don't feel like the king and queen of cups is Sam Cooke. I feel like this is a couple, a married couple. They wanted him gone. Now I'm also seeing the water, the element of water with the Pisces here. So Sidney Poitier was working with a powerful couple. I'm going to come back. This is going to be my part 1. Okay, a very powerful couple. So I need to dig in and find out who actually owned the record label of Sam Cooke. So I will come back with a part 2 on Sam Cooke's death, because I feel like Sidney Poitier was obviously involved in the murder of Sam Cooke, but there was a couple during that time, because this magician would be Sidney Poitier. Oh, they like come at me wanna go home. Okay. Then we have this powerful couple, and I need to find out who this powerful couple is, because they had the King of Cups is the one that tells people what to do, right? But it was a woman too. Okay, so this is a king and a queen working together side by side on the murder of Sam Cooke's death with the magician, which is Sidney Poitier. Okay, that practice esoteric, Illuminati, Freemason, and esoteric knowledge. Okay, so this will be my first video. I will come back with a second video on the murder of the murder of Sam Cooke, because there's layers to this. But I feel like with the Wheel of Karma that's coming out with the Wheel of Fortune card, that maybe we'll get some answers on the murder of Sam Cooke. Maybe they might revisit the murder of Sam Cooke, but there's documentation that was forged of Sam Cooke's. Okay, so that what I'm getting psychically is that paperwork will lead them to who actually murdered Sam Cooke. And there's lots of blood here. Okay, lots of bloodshed with the red. Okay, so there's 3 people that were working together with Sam Cooke's murder, which would be Sidney Poitier, and a man, King of Cups, right, that laid down the law in Hollywood, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this was a marriage. This was 2 people. The prostitute was just somebody that was just there. Okay, I'm feeling psychically that the way he was murdered is not the way they're saying he was murdered, because the psychic was just a scapegoat for his murder. Okay, there was somebody that said, okay, Sam Cooke had to go. Okay, he wouldn't sign the paperwork, wouldn't sign the contract. Okay, a man and a woman, and I need to find out who this man and woman is. Okay, during that time. And Sidney Poitier had something to do with it too. Okay? So there's two and three entities here. Three people that was involved with Sam Cooke's murder. Okay? Ooh, this is deep. And the Wheel of Fortune is just the karma that's coming out, the information that's coming out. He wants the truth to come out of his death, his murder. There's so many people that were murdered in Hollywood, okay? Just saying. But shit, Sidney Poitier was the magician in Hollywood. Okay, he was the one that was doing the sorcery. Okay, the wizardry, if you're going to call it wizardry, sorcery. Okay, that was the man. Okay, he was the man. She was not lying. Shit, and I kept seeing him as the magician. Okay, so we got these cards. I'm going to show you once again. The magician, Sidney Poitier. Then we got a King of Cups. And we got a Queen of Cups. I don't know. Was Sidney Poitier at Pisces? I'm going to show you all the cards that I got. We got the Hierophant. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I will come back with it right here. It is. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And we got the Hierophant. So this is an institution that has not Sidney Poitier, sorry, that has Sam Cooke eliminated. See, once you go against the institution, you got to go, okay? And that's what happened. He had to go. Now the prostitute, she was just there, but I don't feel like she had nothing to do with his actual death. It was a people higher up in the industry, a man and a woman, a couple, married couple, and Sidney Poitier. Okay, so this is very interesting. I have to come back with a part 2. This is deep, you guys. And what the red is showing me, rituals were performed, blood was shed. Okay, damn, this is deep. I didn't even know I was going to get this, but I'll come back and do a part 2 on this because this is deep. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Magician, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I will definitely come back with a part 2 because this is very interesting on Sam Cooke's murder. My God. Okay. Wow. I didn't think I was going to get what I got, but Jaguar Wright is telling the truth. So there's many others out there. So this has been going on in Hollywood for some time. So human trafficking, organ trafficking, sex trafficking. I mean, all this been going on for illegal activity, and they've been getting away with it for so long. But now the feds are involved. And somebody asked me, I never forget, on one of my videos, was P. Diddy Combs informant for the federal government? And yes, he was at one time, okay? Now he has no protection, okay? So what led to him not having protection? So I have to do 2 videos. One, what led him to not having no protection, okay? And 2, who really had Sam Cooke murdered? Okay, because it was a couple, a famous couple, and Sidney Poitier was involved in it too. Okay, so this is a deep one, but Sam Cooke was eliminated because he didn't want to follow the rules, just like Prince, just like Whitney Houston. Many others, you guys are so many of them. I see them all lined up, okay, and they want the karma. They want the truth out. That is the karma. Okay. Jaguar Wright is telling the truth. So she is the walking karma. Okay. For a lot of people in the industry. Okay. Wow. This was deep. So I'll be back with 2 videos. One on P. Diddy Combs. I do see him going to Belize. I've always said this. I feel like he found the area already. and we won't be seeing him that much. I did a video on P. Diddy Combs so many times, but I keep seeing Belize. So I will come back and do 2 videos. The guy that shot up in the club, he's the prime minister or the president of Belize, okay? They are very close, okay? So I feel like he's going to Belize. So I have to do 2 videos. So I'll be back with 2 videos, you guys. Woo, that was a lot to take in, okay, you guys? All right. Thank you for joining me. Love and light. Love and light. Ashe.